Brandon Raub is a decorated Marine. He served twice in Afghanistan. He's 26 years old. He owns 2 businesses. He lives in the Richmond, Virginia area. On August 16th, a Thursday afternoon, a group of policemen, FBI agents, and someone identifying themselves as the Secret Service arrived on his front porch. Well, Brandon went out in his underwear, believe it or not, and asked what they were doing there. And they said they had come to investigate some controversial posts he had done on Facebook. While they were talking to him, the police and the FBI started surrounding him. They grabbed him real quick, handcuffed him behind his back, did not read him his Miranda warnings, took him to a police car. He asked to put some clothes on. They said no. They shoved him in a police car and took him to a mental institution in Virginia. Under Virginia law, civil commitment law, if a group of people decides that their community board that you may be dangerous, the police can arrive at your door, arrest you, and take you away to a mental institution. Several days later, there was a hearing where a special justice, which is a lawyer that works with the psychiatric hospital in Richmond, decided he should be held another 30 days, and he may be a harm to others in society. Well, if you read some of his posts, they were basically song lyrics from a group called Swollen Member, and it was a game that they were playing on Facebook, his brother and one other fellow. These are guys goofing around. Somehow, the Secret Service got into his private Facebook account, read these. A few people had complained, and all of a sudden, the police show up and take this man away. Well, what is chilling about this case here is he's been charged with no crime. They said he committed no crime, but he said some controversial things. He's a 9/11 truther. He thinks the government was involved in 9/11, which there are lots of folks who believe that. And to be honest with you, some psychiatrists say that's really crazy thinking, but again, it's free speech. In America, supposedly, we have free speech. But I've been working in this area of constitutional law for about 40 years. I would say this is the first case that really gives me the creeps. If the government can show up at your door and say, you've committed no crime, sir, but they arrest you, put you in a police car and take you to a mental institution, and you disappear. Why this man didn't disappear here was his mother got on Facebook and internet and started screaming about it, and people got alerted to it. If she hadn't got out there on the internet, Kathleen Thomas, his mother, again, this man would have disappeared. He may be in this mental institution a long time. Well, thankfully, we were contacted, and the Ruff Institute is helping out in this case. We've got a group of lawyers trying to find out what happened here and get this man out of the institution. I've had good talks with him. He's lucid. No one on the legal team thinks the man is crazy or should be in a mental institution. If the police would have done their job here, they might have gotten a search warrant. Would have been difficult because there was no crime committed. They'd have found out one important thing about Brandon Raub. He doesn't even own a pistol or a rifle. He owns no weapons. The most dangerous thing in his house, his mother says, is his paring knife, which he does cooking with. So what do we got here? This is sci-fi. This is fiction become reality. This is like the movie Minority Report. This is pre-crime. The government's trying to predict crime, which means that the same thing that happened in Minority Report with John Anderton in that movie. He's innocent, but they have to pick up innocent people to supposedly find the criminals. And like I said, this case gives me the creeps. I'm really worried about the future of this country. If the police can arrive at your door and say, sir, you've committed no crime, but they arrest you and take you away to a psychiatric hospital, does this remind you of the old Soviet Union or Nazi Germany? It does me.